My time in Balfoyen and Old Ebonheart has been fruitful, but I feel the stirrings of Talos guiding me onward. The road now lies eastward, toward the lands ruled by House Indoril with their hollow piety, and the Telvanni wizards, whose pride and hunger for dominion know no bounds. Both twist power to their own ends, blind to the true grace of the Nine. It is among such folk that the light must shine brightest. I take comfort in knowing that imperial towns and fighters' guild halls stand scattered across the eastern lands. Where the Empire plants its banners, order can take root, and where the Nine are preached, souls may yet be saved from ruin. I will go forth with sword in hand and faith in my heart, seeking out every chance to serve. Whether it is driving back beasts or cutting down cultists, I will do so as the servant Talos has made me. The path ahead is uncertain, but my course is not. I walk it with purpose, and I know that purpose cannot be turned aside. The East awaits. May the Nine watch over me as I carry their light into the darkness. Tiberius Imbrex, humble servant of the Nine.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Tamriel Rebuilt with Tiberius Imbrex. Today, like I mentioned last time, we are going to leave Balfoyen and Old Ebonheart behind, as we've spent long enough in these two towns, and we've actually completed, I think, all the Fighters Guild quests and all of the Imperial Cult quests, or at least the ones I felt like doing. And I mentioned last time, we can head into two different directions. We can go south, head to Almasthir, and eventually get to Narcissus, or we can go east, go to Akamora, and then go to maybe Firewatch and Helrenhold, or is Helrenhold down? I don't know. Yeah, so we can go south or we can go east. I am going to head east. So we've actually been to Akamora before, and it was to use the fast travel service to get to Necrom, to get to a Dwemer ruin up here for the Fighters Guild quest in Old Ebonheart. Now, I'm trying to remember if we ever actually spent any time there as Valdrin. I don't think we did. So this will be pretty interesting to get a good look at the city of Akamora before it gets changed and patched. I'm trying to think of the best way to get there. So we know, because I found out later, you can use the teleporter here in the Mages Guild to get to Akamora really fast. But I'm just realizing right now that won't take Tiger with us. Because she's outside, she won't teleport with us when we go. And I kind of want her to come with us, so that's not really an option for us. We might have to walk there again. All right, well, we're going to have to walk then. I'm going to head to Darvonis, and I will cut you back in when we arrive at Akamora, because we've walked this path before, and I showed most of it off. Anyways, give me a moment here. So the reason I'm going to Akamora is I've had a few people now recommend that I do the Fighters Guild quest there, that it's one of the best in Tamriel Rebuilt. So I'm going to take their word for it. Also, like I've mentioned a few times, it's getting overhauled with the next TR update, Poison Song. So I don't know if they're going to be changing the Fighters Guild questline here. So I kind of want to see it before it officially gets redone. You can't do the quests anymore if that's the case. I don't know how much they're going to change when it comes to that. Sometimes they just change the environment and the city itself. They don't change the actual quests, but you never know. So I mentioned it in a comment of my last video, but YouTube is rolling out a new feature called Hype. Kind of a stupid name, but it's kind of like liking and sharing a video, but instead you just have to push a button. It's primarily made supposedly for small creators like myself to tell YouTube that, hey, I really like this channel, I really like this video, you should promote it to more people that aren't just the ones they're already promoting it to. And supposedly it's a pretty good way to help grow your channel. I don't have any actual experience with it, so I don't know how effective it will be. You get 3 points a week, I think, to distribute out as you please. So if you do enjoy my content and have extra hype that you don't know what to do with, I will take it. If you want to put it on my videos, it'll help grow my channel. It'll help grow the community I've been building. It'll help show off Tamriel Rebuilt more to new people. I think it'll even show my video to people who aren't necessarily interested in Morrowind, but maybe they would be. So it can be a good way to get the word out. Oh man, we're finally in Akamora. Took so freaking long to get here again. All right, let's explore this gorgeous, gorgeous city. I'm a little sad they're changing it as much as they are. The new look does look pretty freaking cool though. But so does the old look. Let's just have Tiger stay right here. She's kind of a pain to get around. Underground Bazaar. Well, you know we gotta go there first.
I don't have a lot of patience.
Indoril guards. I like their look. Wait. We need to go down to get to the bazaar. Yes. Hello. You looking for a good deal on redware? Not really. Goodbye. Actually, rumors. Take care when traveling through the Mephallen Vales. There have been several Spider Daedra sightings recently, as well as reports of travelers gone missing. They've become quite a problem recently. What with the frequent sightings lately and people missing, it's putting a lot of strain on the guards. Okay, can I ask you about Akamora? No. Can I ask you about it? No, okay, well. I didn't want to know anyways.
So, where are you from?
Clothing store. Greetings, Imperial, and welcome to my shop. I can supply you with top quality clothes to suit any look or budget. Why not take a look around and see what takes your fancy? The name's Gerard, and you can probably already tell that I'm a clothier. I was born here in Morrowind, so I'm not an outlander like you are. Of course, my birthplace doesn't seem to matter to most Dunmer. Yeah, they're kind of scumbags, aren't they? It's weird we can't ask about Akamora. This is like a really old TR town in comparison to Ebonheart and Balfoyan, so I don't know if it's less fleshed out as the other ones. I'm Raylan Tavan, Enchanter. I can tell that you're an adventurer. If that's the case, I'm sure you'll be interested in my wide variety of magical items. Holy crap, look how many scrolls he has. Okay. It's really tempting to buy an All-CV intervention scroll, because that will take us back here. I think Divine Intervention will send us to like Firewatch or something, so it is tempting, but we might just have to live off of Market Recall. Anything good? Ooh, some unlock spells. I'll buy those. Wow, those are really expensive, actually. I guess we have the money anyways. He's apparently pretty good to come to if you need a ton of scrolls. Yeah, I'll take that. I guess we can ask him about his background. Raylan Tavan, the Enchanter, at your service. I was trained by Telvanni in the art of enchanting, so my wares are of a superior quality. I don't know about that one.
Outlander.
Alchemy ingredients. You're a bar? It's a pleasure to meet you, Tiberius Imbrex. Would you like some food or drink? You'll find both far superior here than the swill served at the Laughing Goblin. So, will you actually fill up my flasks? Because the last lady said she would, and she didn't. And so, I'm a little pissed about it. Yeah, what the heck? She did it too. We have 5 bottles. I don't know what's going on with this mod. It's okay. So now that time it worked when we filled it ourselves. Weird. It didn't do that before. I am Lania Darvani, former owner of the Laughing Goblin. Talara Perez bought me out in a hostile takeover that would make a Hlalu proud. The Laughing Goblin is owned by the Arnim family. They sell drinks and rent rooms at the inn. Outsiders oftentimes make their stay there. First she took over my inn, and then she took over the underground bazaar. Soon there won't be a single business in Akamora that she doesn't have her greedy hands on. Oh, I can actually ask her about Akamora. Akamora is an architectural marvel, a city built over generations into the very cliff sides of the mountains above the Mephallen Vales. The local economy is mainly based on egg mining, and the Akamora egg mines are some of the most productive in all of Morrowind. Such high yields have led to intense competition between the different mine owners. Don't let the fancy manor houses fool you. Akamora is first and foremost a mining town. While you'll find quite a bit of commerce going on at the underground bazaar, it's the Kwama eggs that are the town's main source of wealth. Nobles own and finance the mines while slaves and the poor work in them. Everyone else finds their own niche in between. Interesting. Yes, they are house in Indoril town, so expecting to see some religious stuff here. The locals show a scandalous disrespect for imperial values and culture. All right, we gotta leave. That is why I hope to eventually move somewhere more civilized. Perhaps I'll find a home in Old Ebonheart or one of the newer imperial charter settlements on Vardenfell. I wouldn't go to Vardenfell. Background. I'm Sindamino. When I first settled in Akamora, I knew that the Dunmer made slaves of Argonians and Khajiit, but I was absolutely appalled when I learned that they actually keep humans as slaves too. Frankly, it has made me quite uncomfortable living here. So you're okay with it as long as it's just Argonians and Khajiit, huh? It gets confusing keeping track of all the Akamoran egg mines. The largest one is the Indaran Very egg mine, owned by the Indaran family, and with the Very family being major investors. Auravel Senim egg mine is the next largest and is owned by Novus Senim and his close ally Relis Auravel. Then there's the Tyrannot Paris egg mine, owned by Talira Paris, and the minor Valen Sailnith egg mine, jointly owned by Darius Varen and Rolam Sailnith. Finally, there's the Abaddon egg mine, which is the property of the temple. Wow, that is a lot of information I'm not going to remember. Thank you, though. Now we know who owns every single egg mine. The world is our oyster. You have anything good here? I'd love some adamantium. I have money to burn. If you have adamantium. You do not. Hail, friend. Need to resharpen the edge of your blade or looking to trade in for something new? Look around. I have quality selection. I am Simith Lauren. You'll find my armor to be the sturdiest around, Tiberius. I used to be the apprentice of Tanar Larum, the smith over at the guard tower. He's a true master of the craft of armor forging, and I learned enough from him to consider myself more than competent. Congratulations. All right, well, not the, certainly no Narcissus, huh? Is this the Laughing Goblin? Yes. Let's try to find the Fighters Guild. And before I forget, let's mark here. Whoa. Nice glass armor. Excuse me, I don't talk to people I don't like. Okay, he doesn't have any dialogue.
Make it quick, Cyrodiil.
Yes, sir.
I'm Ygril Oresi, a novice at the local temple. Fresh air helps me concentrate, so I always come to this pagoda to study religious texts. Yes, looks pretty cool. Pawnbroker. I'm honestly surprised there is a Fighters Guild here. I wouldn't think they'd allow Imperial influence like that in their town. Mining head office. Berry Manor. Miners Club. Oh, here you go. Here's the Fighters Guild. Yeah, it is built onto the cliffside. That's pretty freaking cool. Well, let's go in. This is why we came here. I guess we should have marked here instead, since we're going to be coming here a lot. Let's grab the fatigue and health potions. I don't think we've been introduced. You are a trainer. That is something we could do here. So we need a better endurance bonus and maybe a better willpower bonus. I don't know if we'll get willpower here. We could do agility if we can get some good training sessions in. No. I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Raiden Vanelli.
I shouldn't have pushed so hard.
Who is the guildmaster? You're another trainer? Oh no, you're the guildmaster here. Okay. Hello, champion. I'm Amira, warder of the Fighters Guild. If you're prepared for your first set of orders, let me know. But first, dang, can't train because our agility is too low to train our skills up past it. Let's mark this then. I am here for orders. Tell me about the Fighters Guild. While Lavalo Irano deals with the Indoril Lords of Akamora, I'm responsible for distributing tasks among newcomers. There's always work to do in this area. All right. A while ago, I assigned this job to Hozgub Gro Hazor, an associate in our guild. Revis Baldaran, the publican at the in-between not far from Akamora, has been reporting robberies on his patrons. While the inn is a favorite with adventurers, this isn't the kind of adventure they come for, so we need to put an end to it. The brigands are supposedly based not far from the inn, in a cave called Serene Shrine. It's been a while now since we've had any news from Hozgub, but the reports from Revis Baldaran continue, so your second task is to find Hozgub. I gave him the same directions as I gave you, so you may want to ask around the in-between whether he has been seen passing through. That's unless you find him in the cave, but I'll hope for the best. All right, where is the cave? From the in-between, head east, but stay north of the Ashen Hill that is the home to the Arkentheft ruin. At some point, you will see a cave entrance at the foot of the rock. This is where the outlaws were last seen. Be careful, if Hozgub failed at this, it will likely not be very easy. Psh, we'll be fine.
I've got razor sharp
Let's go see if anyone else here can train. Maybe we can get a good level. This guy's name is Circus. He apparently has orders too. Okay. Maybe there's a lot of quests here. I don't know. I have no idea. 2 stances of knife fighting. Short blade. You are the head guild master. I'm sorry, Guardian, but if you're looking for work, I'm afraid I don't have anything for you. You should ask Amiro for orders, though. Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
All right. Well, so what can we train to get a good bonus here? Our strength is already maxed. Can we get speed up, maybe? As high as possible? I'm okay with leveling up speed. So that puts our speed at ×4. ×5. That's good enough. We're almost maxed out on strength, which is very exciting. Strength, speed, and endurance. I'm okay with that. Been a while since we leveled up anyways. Plus we're just super over leveled because that's what always happens to me. I don't like getting level ups unless we're actually getting good bonuses. I should have slept longer. We're actually really tired. There we go. Okay. Now that we have some actual freaking water, we don't have to drink wine all the time. Okay, so let's head to the in-between. We've been there before. It is where that one orc, who I don't remember his name, but I don't think it's the one we're looking for, was asking us to steal from people. I feel like it's not that close, is it? In between. Yeah, it's all the way over here. All right. Oh, it is Hozgub. I didn't recognize your name. Hey. Aren't you supposed to be doing a job? Hozgub. Here, you found me. How kind of Amiro to send a search party after me. Would have wished he'd given me the right equipment to begin with. The place is full of traps, and they'll be shooting at you while you're picking the locks. Amiro, though, seems to treat it like it was a pest problem. Tell Amiro he need not worry about me. I'm not going back to the cave. At least not for him. No hard feelings. I'm just cutting my own path now. Last time I checked, I owed nothing to the guild, did I? Should I tell Revas that you were supposed to help him against the robbers? You don't intimidate me. He knows anyways. Okay. It's a cave to the southeast of here and northeast of the Dwemer ruin of Arkentheft. I have been there briefly. Fell into a pit and had to escape by teleportation. Stay on guard if you're going there. The bandits are good at using traps. He kind of reminds me of, what's his name? The Wood Elf from Oblivion. Payday, let's roll. I don't know his actual name, but I know that about him. Well, let's go deal with it because... Oh, Maglir. That was the Wood Elf name because he's a coward. So we need to head southeast. We'll head this way. If you're paid to do a job, you gotta do it. You can't just back out of the agreement. Where's the honor in that? Yeah, I've actually never been in this part of TR, so this is all new stuff to me. I really, really like the look of it. I feel like that's one of the better parts about Tamriel Rebuilt, and they've really hammered it home with the newest updates, is how diverse the terrain of Morrowind is. It used to kind of all be green hills and stuff like this. Like if you look at the old TR maps, they're interesting, but they're very similar. Like the terrain doesn't really change at all. But now, if you look at it, you can go to Narcissus and it's like those red canyons. Old Ebonheart, it's more like these green, I don't know what they're called, vales, grasslands. So it is cool that there's a lot more diversity in that regard. Northeast of Arkentheft, so I think this is the way we want to keep going. I think you'll see a lot of that too with Project Tamriel, because in Oblivion, Cyrodiil is green hills, green rolling hills. That is the entire province of Cyrodiil, and it's kind of lame. It kind of bums me out. And already with the release of Anvil, you see diverse terrain, and it's super cool. So it'll be cool to see the entirety of the province made. This is what we're looking for. So we're not going to pick locks because that's not what heroic warriors do. We're going to break down the freaking door. It is trapped, and we still, somehow, still do not have a telekinesis item of any sort, and I haven't found any telekinesis items anywhere, so we're gonna have to tank this. Oh, we resisted it, nice. Now these are crossbow users, which are busted OP in every instance I've ever had to face them, but maybe we'll get lucky and these ones won't be. That wasn't that bad. Greedopania, Sidonius Polarnius. Wooden crossbow of Slowfall. Huh. That's interesting. I think that's the mod I have that's changing that. I don't think that's what it normally is. Kind of funny though. Let's get a restore health potion going.
There is no escape. Stupid.
Good thing I have my fire resist pants on. Truly, Talos has given me the tools to accomplish any task. Yeah, I hope this doesn't like collapse on me, no? Okay. What do you got here? Dwemer Bracer of Archery, 100 gold, I'll take that. Some decent scrolls, sure. Devious Iron Helmet, Fortify Sneak 5. That's not very helpful at all, is it? Okay, we also need to heal again because we got beat up pretty bad right there. Oh, you got a little ghost you can summon, huh? Well, it's dead. I killed like 100 ghosts in one of these dungeons. That's nothing. The bandits in Serene have been killed. Indeed they have. They didn't put up much of a fight, did they? Okay. I know I keep saying it, so I feel like I should do this. We should grab this alchemy set. It's only journeyman, so it's not amazing, but it's better than the beginner ones. And there's a ton of alchemy ingredients here. I'm telling you, we're gonna do alchemy at some point. Just you wait. Just a couple more videos. You know, I was looking at it, and this is actually the 18th or 19th. This might be the 20th video for Tiberius, which is pretty crazy. 20 videos into Kalia, we were doing the Thieves Guild quest. So Tiberius's story is a little bit more of a slow burn. At this point, Kalia was Grandmaster of House Lalu. We are still not the highest rank of the Fighters Guild, not the highest rank of the cult. I think it's all the dungeon delving we've been doing. Speaking of, we could head to Arkan left here and clear it out. Oh, but before we do that, we should mark this cave. There we go. I don't know why that lantern doesn't put off a light, but yeah, I think it's just all the dungeon delving we've been doing really lengthens a series, and so, you know, you can do dungeons, but they don't exactly rank you up most of the time, so we can clear this out though. How big could it possibly be? I said that last time with the Dwemer Ruin, and it took an entire video, but I don't think it'll be that bad. It does look pretty big though. Upper levels, alright. This is a dungeon crawling playthrough. We gotta do some dungeon crawling. Plus, I just like Dwemer Ruins. They're fun. Okay, so we go up. The towers, yes, let's do that. Not a lot going on here, is there? No. It's like this place has already been looted or something. Okay. I mean, this Centurion's already dead, so something's going on here. Wow, look at all these different exits and entrances to go to. Fire salts. More towers. Ooh, is it you? Who are you? Why are you attacking me? Serum Dolner. Just a crazy Dunmer living in a Dwemer ruin. Okay. That makes sense. This is where I would live if I could. We can go into this tower too. Nothing in any of these towers. Okay. Guess we'll head down then. It's like this place has already been looted. Someone beat us to the punch. Did we just loop around? Yeah. Okay, so let's head this way then and see if we can go anywhere. Yes, we can go down this way. We can go to the other side of the lava pit here. This is pretty cool. It kind of looks like a foundry or something. Maybe this is a bandit den. Well, then we're doing some real good here. Ooh, adamantium ore. We'll also take that lantern. Lower levels, okay. Let's go into the lower levels then. Let's also, since we haven't used it for a while, we've just been using potions. Let's heal ourselves a little bit with our magic. There we go, restoration level, nice. Some Dwemer ballista, okay. Do we want to go this way? Sure. Keep thinking these things are going to come to life. Dead end. We can keep going down. Naked man. Of course, that's what I was expecting down here. Why is every Nord like naked or in the process of getting naked? I don't know. Dwemer Centurion parts. Some gems. Another lantern. We'll take that. So I guess they're trying to like mine out the cave-ins. The one Nord guy is doing it himself. No one's helping him. Okay. That way is a dead end. Sir, I think you have the worst haircut I've ever seen in my entire life. What is that? Maybe his head is just glitching with the hairstyle. That is bizarre. Also, why did that Argonian not fall down? Yeah, I think his hair is glitching. That is creepy. Ring of Restore Sorcery. Yeah, that's pretty good. Crossbow, Kagoti meat. Well, if we're going to be doing alchemy, we should be grabbing this stuff. All right, that's everything over here. Oh, that scared me, even though I knew she was still standing up. Still freaky. Can we go down there? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's anything to get either, so let's keep going this way. Yeah, I guess it's just been cleared out. This is a dead end as well. Okay. So I think we've cleared out the whole dungeon already. Not the most spectacular dungeon of all time, I'll say that. But a dungeon is a dungeon. Okay, so I marked it. Let's head back to Akamora. All right, job's done. He defaulted on his contract. As I said, you were to find out what happened to Hozgub. I sent him to help the inn against the robberies, and he's just slacking off. For the equipment we gave him, he could have very well afforded a few lockpicks and probes. Well, not everyone can be trusted with responsibility, or we wouldn't need this guild to begin with. How about you? Did you clear out Sarah Nassid of the bandits? Yes. They're dead. So you prevailed where Hozgub didn't have the guts. At least he didn't join the brigands. Good to know that one of you is reliable. Here, the bounty set by Revas. It's yours now. If you want more orders, let me know. Yeah? Lavo, that's a crazy name, wants you to pay a visit to the Shrine of Hindsight and eliminate Tedril Draren. Open ground temple shrines, being unguarded, oh my gosh, there's a lot of dialogue, and frequented by greenhorn pilgrims walking alone, generally tend to invite the wrong kind of people. It is not unusual to hear about pilgrims getting robbed straight in front of the Triolith. Recently, the Shrine of Hindsight, not far from Akamora, has become the campground for a bandit named Tedril Draren. You are to find him and serve justice. Getting to the shrine may well be the harder part of the contract. As I said, the shrine isn't too far from here, but with the pathless and impassable terrain around here, it is one of the harder pilgrimages even without the contribution of local racketeers. Let me try to give you some directions. Do write them down, as you probably won't remember them. He knows me too well. Take the south road out of Akamora, not taking any forks. If you see the Silt Strider, you've gone the wrong way. The road will turn southeast by the teeth of the stone, 2 long rock arches with stalagmites under them. You'll see why they're called this way when you pass them. Once you've left the second set of teeth behind you, the road turns left, but keep going straight southwards until you get a chance to turn west, which you do. Keep going past Kudasha. When you reach a lake, turn left and climb the hill, then go east. You should end up in an isolated vale with some puddles and a cave at the end. One of the nicer sights in this region, a natural stair on the other side of the cave will lead you to the shrine. Tedril Draren is reported to be hiding somewhere in the cave. Interesting. You couldn't just mark it on my map. So we do have the Steel Blade of Heaven. I think it has a couple charges once again. This might be hard to find, but with the Steel Blade of Heaven, we can at least skirt around some of these sort of valleys you have to go through, and that'll make it much, much easier. So we can always do that. Okay, so I'm going to do my absolute best to find this place. We need to head directly south and not go down any forks in the road until we run into some teeth-looking rocks, I guess. I will keep you with me because this is a place I've never seen before, and it is actually very, very pretty here. Love the night sky. I could put out a torch, light it up a little bit. Okay, well, this looks like teeth to me. Okay, so that's the teeth. What do we need to do next? 2 long rock arches with stalagmites under them. You'll see why they're called that. Once you've left the second set, the road turns left, but you keep going straight south until you get a chance to turn west. Okay. So there's a second one somewhere. I like the music too. Honestly, not too bad of directions if you take it one step at a time. All the information at once is too much. Go this way. Yeah, this music is great. It's from Muse, I believe. So every time I say that, we get into some stupid combat that stops it. So we're headed west now because I think that's what it says to do. Is this the cave we're looking for? There is a dead person here. Hephida. It's kind of random. Common robe of far reaching. There you go. There's a telekinesis item. And Feyfoken. Conjuration. Why are you here? You don't look like a pilgrim. Okay, so we're supposed to go past this, right? Keep going past it. When you reach a lake, turn left and climb the hill. Then go east. All right, there's the lake. Friendly guar, that's good. Go left, heading south. It's pretty close to where we just were, actually. I know I keep pulling up the journal, but Keep going past me, reach a lake, turn left, and climb the hill. This hill? Yes? Okay. So I guess we gotta go down into this valley. Every time. I'm trying to enjoy the music, Mr. Cliff Racer. Speaking of, I guess we'll pick up those racer plumes because we might need them one day. So this kind of looks like a dead end, but oh, we can keep going this way. Oh, I bet you're the guy we're looking for, huh? Ambushing pilgrims. You scumbag. You deserve death. Tiberius Darren. Glass short sword. That's pretty good. Orcish greaves. Wow, we're actually overburdened right now. Okay. Well, did he have like a little camp here? Ooh, this place is really cool. That's super sick. Just the way it's like lit up like that. I could see Tiberius appreciating the beauty of this place, even if he doesn't necessarily agree with the Tribunal Temple. It's a very pretty place. Does it say what it is? No, that's the plant. Shrine of Hindsight. In this cave, St. Dylan the Wise spent 80 days in solitary song and prayer, seeking to compose a litany against doubt. On the 81st day, he came to realize that doubt dwells only in the unbolstered heart. That's pretty freaking sick. We can just recall back. I'm enjoying this music. Recall. All right, he's dead. A formidable job, Guardian. There is no bounty. This wasn't an official contract, but Lavo has set aside a reward for you. Once you're ready for your next orders, let me know. Talisman of Perseverance. What does that do? Constant fortify attack, fortify fatigue, and fortify strength. That's actually pretty good. What are we wearing right now? Amulet of Stamina. Yeah, so there's no reason not to wear that. That's a pretty good one for like a low-level fighter character. Fortify strength 2 is whatever, and fortify 10 fatigue is not that much, but every little bit helps. All right, orders. You've been doing fairly well so far. Our next move is more difficult. Let me explain. Lavo has been hard at work improving our guild's relationship with the local Dark Elves. Your orders to clear the Shrine of Hindsight were just a small step in this process. Now we're starting to see the results and are getting contracts we would not have dared dream of a few years ago. But there is a downside to this. We are now also starting to get contracts that we could well live without. We have been asked to capture 2 slaves, oh boy, who have absconded from the Akamora egg mines. None other than Vivali Senem, wife to one of the most powerful nobles in town, wants to capture 2 slaves, Heelkur and Lajara, who have fled the Arvel Senem egg mines. Capture and return, mind you. I don't know what the Senems have in store for them back in the mines, but I fear it won't be anything good, and I'm none the happier that it's all within the law. Our guild is an imperial institution, and our responsibilities are not merely towards our clients. What are you suggesting? There is no simple answer, Tiberius Imbrex. Ask Lavo, and she'd tell you the very question is misguided, and every step athwart your orders will bring destruction upon our guild and you. Well, I am not convinced. If you chance upon 2 lost wanderers, maybe you can guide them on a way out of this town, discreetly, and without declaring your part in all of this to anyone who doesn't need to know. Try to learn about the location of the slaves from the other slaves in the mine, or from other miners around. In no case ask any guards, any Aravels or Senems, or Narsula Zulz, the mine overseer. We sacrifice our reward, but we preserve our integrity. And there will be no proof of our disloyalty unless you are careless enough to provide one yourself. After all, who is to say Heelkur and Lyjar are not already in Argonia? How you handle this is up to you, but you will have to decide, and I fear there's no obvious course. I can only hope that you rely on your wisdom and your honor. Good luck. The mines are spread over a vale which lies a short walk to the east of town. Is this why you guys were telling me to come here? So you'd force me to make hard moral choices as Tiberius. You jerks. Yeah. Don't know what to do. We did recapture a slave before and didn't really have too much moral quandary with it, but he was also surrounded by bandits, and the job we were asked to do is the job we were asked to do. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to assess the situation when we get there. I'm gonna drop off all of the heavy crap we've been picking up. We have a lot of alchemy ingredients. I think that's what's weighing us down as well. So the big problem of going against the will of the Fighters Guild, like the actual contract itself, is it does kind of involve being dishonest and lying to people, more so than I really want to do. So I'm kind of apprehensive about that. I don't really want to basically have to sneak around, skirt official authorities. I think I said it before, like, I don't really feel like Tiberius is for slavery. Like, it, you know, he's not going to go and slave someone. And he would free ones that were in a bandit cave or smuggler cave or something, but like this one's weird because we're gonna have to basically lie and deceive people, and like Tiberius just wouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't know if this is I don't know what the right answer is here. I think I'm gonna go with my gut feeling is that Tiberius would fulfill the contract. For better or worse, mostly worse. Okay, so we need to talk to anybody, basically, if we're going to take the side of the people trying to recapture the slaves. So I guess we'll go into a random egg mine and maybe we can find someone. I think there should be people in here. Maybe. Okay, I see someone. So I was gonna say, is this place empty? I wasted my time. Hello.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I don't know you. What do you want? Have you heard about the slaves who have absconded from the Akamora egg mines? The slaves from Aravel Senem. No, they don't ever come close to here. And if you ask me, that's a good thing. Okay. So we need to go to the very specific Aravel Senem mine, perhaps? Is it this one? No. Can you tell me? Ah, you are the one from the Fires Guild. Any success in finding them? No. They were new to the mine, bought just a while before, and the lands around Akamora are pretty hard to navigate, so chances are they didn't get very far. There are only two ways out of this valley, through the northern and the southern exits. One passes the Indaran Valley, the other by the Tiranat Paris egg mine. If I was to flee, I'd try the latter. Maybe ask the miners in there whether they've seen them passing by. Okay, so the one to the south somewhere. Were there mines like down here maybe? Yeah, okay. They were new around here. I don't know what they had on their minds. My bet is they went south. Okay, well, a lot of people are telling us that. What about you? You're a slave. My master does not like me talking to outlanders. Okay, well, he has nothing to say. Maybe because we already talked with somebody else? Aravel Senem. So this is the one they're from. There's supposedly a mine to the south here. Maybe it's this one? No, that's the same one, actually. Weird. Okay, let's keep going. So I've mentioned it a couple times, but the title of the first video was called The Righteous Hero. Not because that's necessarily always true. Tiberius might think of himself as a righteous hero, but a lot of his actions, many people wouldn't think he was, especially with the whole zealotry thing. So that's kind of intentional, right? He would rather follow the law, even if the law is wrong. It's still the law. So he's not going to turn his back on it all of a sudden just because it doesn't fit his current situation. Hello. Absconded. I've been staying inside most of the time, and no, I haven't seen them in here. Ask Gervona Nathani. She works deeper in the mine, but she might have been outside back. when they were making their escape. Urvona, okay. It's a weird looking Kwama grubber, huh? Well, a lot of different directions to go here. Guess we'll head this way. Is that her? Urvona? Yes.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Akamora has had quite enough of you outlanders here already. Please keep your visit short. All right, getting off to a good start. See, I'm not exactly getting paid for talking to strangers here, particularly when they're working for the competition. And frankly, I don't like you enough to hand that information out for free. Then again, you might be able to improve that situation. I didn't mean the payment one, though. Or did I? Oh, I get your drift. Here's 100 gold. Wow, that was easy. Indeed, an Argonian and a Khajiit, slaves probably, ran past this mine some time ago. They were running westwards, towards the hut on the top of the hill. It's a dead end, so I didn't assume they were trying to escape. Not that I'd cared anyway. That's fair. Westward. Hut on the top of the hill. Okay, so this is a dead end, right? I'm still headed west, kind of. I hope I'm going the right way. This is a shack. Keep picking up alchemy ingredients, because why not? Miner's residence. Hello. I found you. What do you want of us? What are you doing here? Absconded from the Akamora egg mine. Yes, that's us, and you are an outlander, and yet you are seeking us out. Are you here to help us escape? No, I'm here to return you. You, right, Imperial, do as you wish. Sell your dignity to the Dunmer. The Indoril will pay an outlander in coin, but never in respect. Keel Kerr might go with you, but Lajara will not. Dang. Well, I'm following you already. What else do you want? All right, let's go then. Ugh. This one feels bad as well. It feels bad for me. Would it feel bad for Tiberius? He's just doing what he was paid to do. If I recall, well, actually, who do I have to bring him back to? Bring him back to the mine. Okay, so we don't want to recall yet. We want to bring him back to the mine. I'm surprised this guard over here didn't see him. You're bad at your job, sir. Very bad. All right, well, we're here. Do I just need to go inside? We're there. No need to watch me. I won't run away now. Not with all the guards knowing me. Tell Narsola the good news and give her back the key. What key? Oh, you gave me the key. I should talk to Narsola, the overseer. Narsola, there we are.
What do you want?
Yes, I've recaptured your escaped slave. Kill her is here, I see. Lajara resisted. Her choice. From time to time, one of them has to taste the steel, or else there won't be anyone working here eventually. More importantly, have you got the key? Yes, here it is. Very good. I heard a very nice reward is waiting for you at the guild. Oof. But at what cost? At what cost? All right. This guy's going to be pissed too. I assume I'm supposed to congratulate you then. Well, here's the reward. It's a pity you had to sell your dignity for it. Go see Lalavo for any further work. I'm sure she'll be more pleased by this than I am. Yeah? Probably. So this guy has orders too. Is she gonna send me to him? Tiberius Imbrex, I am surprised. Positively. Any other day, I simply expect a subordinate to do as he is told, but in this particular case, I had my fears. Not least because I learned that Amiro put his ideology before professionality and tried to dissuade you from following his own orders. Exactly. Ideology before professionality, and Tiberius is professionality first. But you were staunch and didn't cave in. Good work. You clearly have the right skills for this guild. Amiro has no more work for you, and after what happened, I would think twice before letting him allot it. You will now be taking orders directly from myself. Circus Leonis can also give you some, but they might be somewhat beneath such a talented champion as yourself. Amiro's opinion, to put it bluntly, is not relevant to this. You did exactly as you should have done. The Argonian is back at work. The Khajiit, well, you did all you could do about her. Most importantly, the Senim are satisfied. Once our standing in this town has solidified, We may afford bringing in our own opinions and setting conditions, but right now we must grasp the nettle and do all we can to prove ourselves something other than a band of foreigners trying to force their rules upon this land. And even then, the likes of Amiro should remember that the law of Morrowind applies for them as well, and that they are free to leave if it does not please them. Yes, exactly. I'm tired of arguing this point with Outlanders, and I am so glad that we two are on the same page here. It's messed up, but
I'm very happy to
I'm
make
playing my character. So with that heartwarming adventure completed, I am going to end the video there for today. Next time we will pick up the quest from Circus over here, which is a crazy name, and continue working for the Guildmaster here. If you've made it this far and you enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing, and even hyping the video if you have not already, as I do appreciate it and it really does help the channel. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out.